Hey guys, how are you guys? I hope you're doing amazing. Okay, well, let's begin again. Let's start with our project. Okay, today we're just gonna add buttons. Okay, these buttons are gonna be actually buttons that we're gonna use throughout the game. Okay, pretty soon we're gonna start the coding. So awesome, but first we need the buttons. Okay, when I was doing this video, I actually ran into some issues, which that is good just in case you run into those same issues. You know how to solve them, so I solved them during the video. So don't panic like, oh my god, no. Remember, stay relaxed. I bumped into those issues. You will see them. One of them was adding the 2D sprite, and the other one was actually the sprites that were not PNG. So in Schoology, I did upload the new PNG sprites. So just in case those old sprites don't work, download the new ones and add them, and they will work. Okay, so for now, let's begin. Okay guys, so let's begin with the buttons. Okay, so make sure you're in Unity. After you're up and running, go to your hierarchy, right click, go to UI, and then in UI select button. Just the regular button, not the text button, the regular button. Okay, once it's created, it should create a canvas and a button for you, and maybe a event system, so it doesn't matter. So what I do when I work with buttons, I separate my screens with game and scene. Why? Because the canvas is totally different off from the camera main view from the camera. As you could see there, the canvas is actually created away from the scenario and everything, and the game view, it's actually there. The button will still show up, as you could see. See, the button still is going to show up. So wherever I move the button on the canvas, that's where actually it's moving on the camera. So that way I won't get confused. I always split the screen like this. Okay, so the button is actually pretty ugly, right? It's just a square. So let's create the button to look nice. So the sprites I gave you guys are actually no good. I'm going to show you why. They're not actually PNG. If some of you guys did receive a PNG, awesome. Let's do it. If not, let's do it. So right now I did run into a problem that I don't have a sprite editor. So let's go to Windows. If that problem goes with you, go to Windows and then package management. From there, go up there where it says Unity packages, select the 2D sprite, install. Once it installs, it's going to take a few seconds. Okay, let the package install. If you already have it, skip this step. If you don't have it, make sure you add it. How do you know it's added? It shows me a check mark there, but let's make sure in my project, the 2D sprite's on top. Once it's there, just close it. Okay, if I go back to my sprites, now sprite 2D, multiple, in sprite mode, and then sprite editor. But like I was explaining to you, this is not a PNG picture what I sent you guys. I'm sorry about that. So if I were to slice it, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to slice everything. And if I apply it, it's just going to apply the whole picture. Okay, so what I did in Schoology, I added another sprite, okay, a PNG sprite. Okay, the way it's going to look, it's going to be sprite 1. Okay, I'm going to get it from my desktop, but you know what? I'm just going to show you actually through how to just add it faster. So let's minimize this. Okay, and the sprite 1 I already downloaded. I go to my Unity project folder. Remember, my infinite name project. And then I go to my assets. From my assets, I go to images. And then in images, I add my sprite 1. Once I add it, okay, it's up there. I just add it, and then it should appear in my project. And it should appear there. Now that we did fix this Sprite 2D editor, now we could go to Sprite 2D and UI, multiple, Sprite editor. Now just click apply. It's going to tell you. See the difference now? The background's not black. Now it's just a PNG file. So now we slice every single now picture did slice. As you can see the white picture around it. Click apply and it reapplied them. And you will see the difference between the other picture and this picture. Okay, so now once I click the arrow, it separated every single one of the pictures. So this is awesome. Compared to the other one, it's just one whole picture. So no bueno. Okay. So from here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna change actually this button. Though we're gonna change the picture in the button. We select the button. Now select any picture of the ones you like. There's many of them, so it's gonna be up to you. I'm gonna select the little frog. He looks kind of cute, so I'm gonna put the frog in source image. Okay, once I select it, he looks kind of smashed. He looks ugly, so I go down to set navigation size, and now it's set it. But the frog's a little too small for me. So remember, just use your hotkeys. This will be R, and just make it the size you would like. Okay, so now the frog right there, he looks good. That good size a little bit. Yes, that's fine. And now he looks good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna multiply it. Remember, Control D. I'm gonna multiply it. I deleted the text. Make sure the text, we don't need it. We don't want the frog to have text. So I delete it. Now Control D would duplicate it, or you could do it a right click, and then just click on duplicate. So remember, hotkeys or regular way. So now we have actually 5 frogs there. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna set my game view back over there. Okay, I'm gonna select my frogs. I'm gonna go to scene so I can select my frogs. I'm gonna start moving each one of my buttons actually. Okay, so first I actually have to set the screen where I could see all my frogs correctly. Correct. So my hotkeys not working. It's fine because I haven't selected nothing. I just click and drag. Now my canvas is exactly in the middle. So now I got my first frog. I select W and I move it up. Okay, now I select my second frog. I move it up. And my third frog looks kind of set already. So let's skip to the fourth frog. And that one actually I move it down. And my fifth frog, I move it down. Okay, you guys don't have to select frogs. It's actually up to you what you want to select. Okay, but this is how my frogs look. They look too close to Shaggy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna bring my game view down. Okay, I could see Shaggy and I could see my frogs. So I'm just gonna highlight all of them. I'm gonna select one, shift, and with the arrows, click all the way down all 5 of them. Once I have all 5 of them selected, I can move them whichever way I want. But right now I am selecting the blue button, so I need to select the red button. See, now I actually separated them a little from Shaggy. Now I have them separated. Now I'm going to put back my game view. Okay, so now they're pretty separate, but I think they're pretty close to each other. So I'm going to just start moving them where they look a little bit further apart. This is actually up to you. I like having a little separation just in case I add like a different type of picture and it's a little bit bigger. You would see right now. Okay, so I'm just selecting my fifth one and I'm moving it up and down. I'm just placing them. That's all you have to do. Remember, I selected the frog. You don't have to select the frog. You can select actually pretty much anything you want. Okay, anything you want from the sprites. So what we're gonna do, each button looks the same. We're gonna actually change each button. So remember, source image. Let's just select another one. I'm gonna select. Let me see what looks good. What looks good. This one looks good. The little caveman. So then set navigation. It set it for me. So I did my second button looks different now. Let's go to my third button. Let's see what do I like. What do I like? I like the bananas. I saw those bananas and they called me out. They're like, Mister. There we go. Now we use the bananas and we set the navigation. And now for my fourth button, let me see. Let me see. Let me select my fourth button. Let me see. I don't want a tree. I don't want that. Let me see. Oh, the bomb. Because I'm the bomb. Yeah, that's what it is. Set navigation size. Okay, and then now let's go to our fifth button. Now I'm just trying to look which one I like. So the fifth button, I don't want it to be a frog. Let me see. I'm looking. There's so many pictures. I don't want no more trees. So, oh, it has to be the lightning. It has to be the lightning for me. It's up to you. Like I said, whatever pictures you guys want, this is how it looks. So this is how it is. Okay, guys. Okay, so let's see. Now you have all your buttons. They look different. Now you could just adjust them however you want. I saw the little space between the 2 and the 3. I'm just closing it a little bit more. You see how they look. This looks amazing. So it's up to you what pictures you want to use. So it's just that easy how to add buttons, just that easy. Okay, so remember, in the pictures you add whatever pictures you want from all that list. It's up to you if you want to go girl, if you want to go boy, if you want to go in between. I went with food, I went with lightning, I went with whatever caught my attention. Do it your way. Okay, remember, just don't get confused if you have that issue with the 2D editor, and if you have that issue with the sprites, don't get frustrated. Finish seeing the video, please, and you will see. Download the new sprites and Schoology. I will post them up, and if you have any questions, please send me a message. Okay, besides that, stay safe, guys. Take care.